Hi everyone, it's Angela and Victoria, and in this episode of our Body Positivity podcast, we will be discussing the topic of social media and its effect on young people's mindset. We think that social media is becoming more and more dangerous, especially amongst teenagers, because it affects their self-esteem on a huge scale.
We will be talking about topics such as how can TikTok harm your body image and how is it promoting and exposing unhealthy diets to teens, how social media is full of unrealistic beauty standards by showing edited pictures and videos, and how fake information is often spread by influencers. However, there are also positive influencers and surprising ways a teen can benefit from social media.
So I think we're all familiar with social media overall. Nowadays, it's hard not to be since it's such a fundamental and irreplaceable part of our daily lives. It has many benefits, but can still harm our mentality. Teenagers are mostly exposed to this issue. 12 and a half years old is the average age of which a child opens a social media account. 45% of teens admit that they are online almost constantly. So if you spend only a couple of hours on your phone every day, you're doing great. Research found that the more time a person spends on social media, the more likely they are to experience mental health symptoms later on. It negatively affects body image by overexposing us to idealized body types. While posting any content, editing our perceived flaws can be harmful to the viewers. Our imperfections are what makes us human after all. Anyone with concerns about their self-image and who they are will compare themselves to the number of friends, likes, or simply looks. Cyberbullying is unfortunately also one of the negative effects of apps like TikTok. It causes depression, anxiety, anger, isolation, and stress that can even take people's lives away. Distracting them, disturbing their sleep, rumors spreading, peer pressure are also some of the most known effects we all experienced or will experience in the future. An important thing to remember is that we can't change what other people do or post. I think that we can control and have an impact on is our mindset, and that is something we should all try changing. While looking at any posts, remember that none of these photos actually show how a person's everyday life looks like. They might be struggling as much as you, so never assume anything about someone's happiness based on their posts.
Platforms such as TikTok are full of beautiful and young influencers with perfect skin and skinny bodies. Looking at these people daily can destroy a perception of a body for young girls but also boys. Adding to that, those pictures and videos are often edited, or they have a lot of filters on. By constantly seeing pictures of artificially flawless people, some of us may start to believe that these pictures are authentic, and that we can never live up to those unrealistic ideals, and the impact of edited photos on self-esteem can be very destructive. Those retouched images can erode the confidence of both the people creating them and those viewing them. A negative view on body image and body dysmorphia are common results of photo editing. Constantly alterning photos of ourselves can have a negative psychological effect. A study conducted by Case24 found that 71% of people use Facetune before posting a picture of themselves on Instagram. However, some celebrities are calling out magazines for photoshopping their bodies, including Zendaya, who posted photos on her Instagram after she was shocked by how edited they were. Researchers found that young females who create and engage with weight or food-related content on TikTok are at risk of having internalized body image and disordered eating behaviors from other aspects of their lives. While it would be difficult to find influencers who openly encourage their fans to have an eating disorder, it is in the content of itself that is the problem. Current research suggests there is a link between how often someone uses social media and their likelihood of developing an eating disorders. Often teenagers compare themselves to influencers, forming body dysmorphia. TikTok has been promoting unhealthy habits and ideas such as dieting. The most popular diet on TikTok is keto, with over 10 billion views. These diets are only safe for people who have knowledge in that topic and have healthy relationship with food, and promoting them to young audience can be dangerous.
But why are influencers so powerful? Influencers are people who, through their hard work and passion, have built a reputation for their expertise. These influencers have a sizable and trusted network of engaged fans and followers. Based on this trust, influencers can create trends and influence the buying decisions of their followers. Even though many influencers are not honest on the internet, they spread fake information on their huge platforms without confirming them and not worrying about the consequences.
They lie about products only because the company is paying them to promote them. Then people are spending their money on something that doesn't work or is simply a scam. However, there are many real positive influencers who create inspiring and valuable content, support and motivate teenagers. Social influencers can also influence the way the younger generation interact with others. For example, social media influencers may encourage their followers to engage in positive social interactions such as volunteering or supporting a charitable cause. They also create educational or self-care content, which teens can enjoy in their free time.
We would both want to highlight that all those things mentioned in this podcast are dependent on the viewer and his perspective, and you should never believe in everything you see online.